guys, so today's episode is another makeup haul. I promised you I'd be doing them more often because I wanted to be able to provide swatches and a little bit more information about the things that I bought. So if you're interested in finding out what I've purchased lately, then just keep on watching. So in addition to some makeup things that I purchased, I also got 2 t-shirts yesterday. I went to like my local outlet mall yesterday to kind of see what was going on for July 4th, and they did have some really amazing sales. So I got a couple things at the Karl Lagerfeld store, and they put it into this gigantic shopping bag, which doesn't even fit the frame, and it's signed on the back. Well, quote unquote signed on the back. Anyway, so I got 2 t-shirts. They were like heavily marked down. This is the first one. This is Karl Lagerfeld, and the Karl has these like little fabric flowers on there. So cute, very Chanel. And the second t-shirt that I purchased is a simple black one, but it has Karl's like profile on there, which is so funny to me, and his signature on the back neck there. So got those, was really happy with those purchases. They were, I think this t-shirt was originally like $50 and it was marked down to like $23. So yeah, so more than 50% off. So I was happy they had my size. Of course, I also had to stop into the cosmetics company outlet store there, which is like the Estee Lauder outlet store. They have, you know, Estee Lauder, Estee Edit, MAC, Bobbi Brown, Erin, all these, Clinique, all these great brands, and of course they also have Tom Ford. And I always like to pop in and see if I can kind of like catch a good Tom Ford deal. They had the Tom Ford lip color in Negligee. This is such a pretty color. I'm starting to get more into like pink lipsticks, and this is what Negligee looks like. I'll do a little swatch for you. It's such a pretty pink. It is very medium tone, very, very neutral, not too warm, not too cool. And of course the Tom Ford texture and quality of the lipsticks are amazing. Just really pigmented, so smooth, so comfortable to wear. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to wear this summer. And then, as you guys know, I just recently became a Glossier rep, so I decided to pick up the 2 things from the line that I have not tried. I've tried everything else, and it is the 2 masks. This is the Moisturizing Moon Mask. This is the one with the blue top, and this is the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack. So in simplest terms, this is sort of like for dry skin, and this is for, this is for oily skin, this is for dry skin, the moisturizing mask. And so I put this mask sort of like in my T-zone, where if I do get oily, that's where it would be. And I put the moisturizing mask everywhere else on my face. So this mask did not work out for me at all. It left my skin very, very blotchy. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you saw what happened. It did eventually go away, but I ended up with some bumps. So they were kind of like, it was kind of like a breakout. I mean, not typical like acne or like, you know, big old zits or anything, but I did have bumps sort of along my cheeks, on my nose, and on my other cheeks. So this was not a go for me. I think if you have sensitive skin, this may be a little bit too much. And then the moisturizing mask was okay. I didn't have a bad reaction to it, but it I don't feel like it actually helped that much. So I do love most of the Glossier products, but these 2 I'm not the biggest fan of. Let me know if you guys have tried these and what you think of them. But I did also pick up the Cloud Paint in Beam, which is the peachy color. I have all of the other Cloud Paints, so I figured let me get this last one and play around with it. The color is a little bit light and peachy, so I do like pairing it with, I think it's called Dusk. And if I mix the 2 together, it looks, it's a little bit more wearable for me. But I love these Cloud Paints. They were my most recent favorites. I just love the texture. I love how easy they are to use. I love the finish of them. They kind of dry down, but they're not like super powdery. Just great. I love these Cloud Paints. So that's what I picked up from Glossier. And then Ulta had that 20% off coupon that was sort of floating around. So I picked up some Iredale Wispies, Demi Wispies, and I think they're just, I don't know, I'm still getting used to lashes in general, and so when I look at these, they just look so hairy and gigantic. But you know, I see people, like I see YouTubers wearing them and they look completely normal. They just look like they have really full lashes. So I'm gonna give them a shot. We'll see what happens. And I also purchased from Ulta the Nudestix babeboss Nude Artist box. So this is a box. It comes in, it's like flip top, almost like an old school like art supply case, which I really love. There's a mirror inside, which is not great. It's sort of like a funhouse mirror. You look like completely warped in it, but that's okay. And then inside there are 6 of their lip or cheek crayons, and it also comes with a little sharpener here. So let me go ahead and swatch these for you. I'm going to start with the Gel Color Lip and Cheek Balm in Pulse. This has such a lovely texture to it. It's really soft. It glides on. It has a little bit of like a moisture sheen to it. Really beautiful. So that is in the color Pulse. And then next we have the Lip and Cheek Pencil in Sin. And this is a little bit more pigmented. Beautiful color, you see, and it would be really perfect for both the lip and the cheek. So I think this is a really wonderful sort of rosy pink color. Next we have the Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Purity. This is, like the name says, intense matte. It definitely dries down to a matte finish, and it is much more pigmented than the other two. Really gorgeous color. A sort of nude, like pink leaning nude color. And then next we have the Magnetic Matte Lip Color in Boho. And I actually have that on my lips today along with Purity. So I have these 2 colors on my lips today. Boho is, like I had mentioned, it's a matte finish lip color, and it is transfer proof. You put it on, you let it set maybe 30 seconds, and it is completely transfer proof. It's amazing, and it's such a comfortable matte finish. And I'm not sort of a matte finish kind of gal, but absolutely stunning. And then here's the Magnetic Matte Lip Color in Burgundy, which is a beautiful, not quite burgundy, it's a little bit more nude than that. Burgundy to me is like a very deep wine color. This has a little bit more brown, brown in the color, but gorgeous nonetheless. Same finish as the Boho, completely transfer proof once it sets down. And then here's an Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil. So this actually is the same finish as Purity. This is in Stiletto. So this is like a bright kind of bluish red color. So I am just loving these Nudestix lip colors. I think the color range is really perfect. I think if you lean towards like nude colors, but maybe you want to do a little bit more pink, you want to do a little bit more brown, it kind of covers everything, and then you have that stiletto color in there that really gives it this like pop. So I really, really love this whole kit. I think it's well worth the money. I think the formula is amazing. I think they're so comfortable. They go on so smoothly, and because they're in pencil form, you don't really need like a lip liner. They're easy to use. I'm like over the moon with these. So that's what I picked up at Ulta. And then Sephora had that, what was it, like $15 off of $50 or more? So I purchased from Sephora the Pharmacy Deep Moisture Sheet Masks, which I absolutely love. They're amazing, and I go through them pretty quickly. So I think I had just purchased these during the VIB sale, and I'm done. So I needed more, so I got these. And then I don't have it with me. It's actually in the bathroom. But I also bought the Alterna Caviar CC Cream for the hair. I had just run out of like this lotion that I put in my hair, and so I thought I would purchase that. It's pretty good. I like it. I purchased a bunch more e.l.f. brushes, which I haven't even taken out of the pack, but Walmart was having a 10% cash back on EBATES, which is like never done before. I think they're kind of going after Amazon. So anyway, I took advantage of it. Got 10% off these e.l.f. brushes, which made this one like 90 cents. This is like an eyebrow, lash and brow wand. And then I got the blurring brush and the stipple brush. So, and I think these ended up being like around $5. So pick those up. And then I've gotten some things from Influencer. I almost said Octoly, but these are from Influencer. The Jane Iredale Pure and Simple Makeup Kit. I used it twice and it's okay. It is powder foundations and a blush and 2 eyeshadows and then like a lip color. It's a very sheer sort of moisturizing lip color. This actually I like the most. It is surprisingly, what's the word? It's not just moisturizing, but it's surprisingly like protective. And it's sort of this funky orange color. It goes on, it gives your lips like a hint of like a peach color. It's just very pretty and it's so comfortable. It's moisturizing and I do feel like it protects my lips. It's really gorgeous. And they call it a lip and cheek stain. So you could put this on your cheeks. I feel like it would be a little bit too emollient for your cheeks. I didn't really try it for my cheek, but like most good for you things, the eyeshadows, or maybe it was the foundations, they made my eyes itch. So I don't know what ingredient it is that would make my eyes itch, especially since everything is supposed to be, good for you and all of that. But I thought I would give it another shot because, yeah, I wore it twice. The first time I wore it, it seemed fine until the end of the day. And I just thought, oh, my eyes are just tired and dry. And then the second time I wore it the next day, my eyes were immediately kind of itchy. And I thought, that's kind of weird. This is supposed to be good for you. But once I washed my face, it was fine. So I don't know. I'm going to try it maybe one more time and kind of give you a final verdict on that. But I think my eyes don't like it. And then the second thing that I got from Octoly, this I actually got a while ago. I'm not that jazzed about it, so I haven't really talked about it, but it's the YSL Touche Clock Glow Shot. I think it comes in like 3 different shades. I got number 1, Daylight. It's just okay. It's very, very subtle. I don't know. It's just too subtle. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. And I would put it on and it would just, there'd be a little something, but it was sort of like pointless. Like if I'm going to use highlighter, I want to use highlighter. You know what I mean? So anyway, not the biggest fan of this. So last but not least, I have some Colourpop things that I've purchased. I purchased the Yes Please Pressed Powder Eyeshadow Palette. It comes in this box that has Yes Please on it, but then the actual palette has Cute AF on it. It comes with 12 shadows. You guys have probably seen 5 gazillion videos or blog posts or Instagram posts on this and duping it with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I think a lot of the colors are very, very similar. I've seen a lot of posts about it. I've played around with both. A lot of similar shades. The quality of the shadows though are really not comparable at all, not in my book. I think that the Natasha Denona shadows are so pigmented, they're so creamy. These are great, but I think you're kind of doing a disservice to this palette comparing it to Natasha Denona, which is just out of this world. This is for $16, wonderful. I think it's a great, great palette, and I'm glad I got it even though it is very similar to the Sunset palette, because I feel like I would travel with this. The Natasha Denona palette, I don't think I would travel with. Her shadows notoriously are fragile, they break. I don't like traveling with my best stuff because of that. I feel, I don't know, I'm just kind of paranoid about that. So this I would definitely travel with. They are currently, I believe, out of stock on this palette, but it's supposed to be back in stock soon. I think either like the 7th or the 10th. I have a lot of dates in my head. I keep getting them mixed up. But let me go ahead and swatch these for you. So let me go across the top row first. So we'll do Full Zip, which is a great sort of like all over lid color. It's a very creamy matte color. Next we have Big Cocktails, which is like a matte orangey peachy color. Next we have Shumps, which is another matte color in like a very light pinky peach color. And then next we have Bling, which is a really lovely kind of metallic shimmery color. And then on the next row we have Louis, another beautiful metallic color. And next we have Butter Cake, which is a gorgeous gold color. In the pan, when you kind of finger swatch this, this is the one shadow that stands out. It feels the chunkiest, but it goes on very nicely. And then next we have Spoiled, which is a lovely matte red color. And then we have GNO, which is a matte, very warm mid-tone brown color. And then for the last row, we have Mischief, which is like a matte yellow color. This is the one color in the palette that I just haven't used yet. Next we have Note to Self, which is a gorgeous sort of transition shade. It's matte. It's a really lovely sort of neutral brown color. And then we have Chauffeur, which is a fun metallic kind of orangey shade. And then last but not least, we have French Kiss, which is a matte brown in here. So like I mentioned, I think this palette is really great for $16. I think the range of shades in this palette is really lovely. I'm a big fan. I have Full Zip on my lid along with Champs, which is this peach color. And then I have Note to Self and also Louis kind of in the center of my lid there. If you guys want, I don't know, like a more in-depth video on this palette or tutorial with, I don't know, maybe some different looks from this palette, let me know. I would love to do that. I just feel like, almost like the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, you know, we're really being bombarded with pictures and videos on this palette. So I just, you know, I didn't want to beat a dead horse. So anyway, that's the Yes Please pressed shadow palette. And I also picked up the Colourpop I Like Your Face. Is that the name of the palette? Oh no, it's called... So it says I Like Your Face on the cover of the palette, but the palette is actually called Gimme More, and this is their highlighter palette. It's okay. Let me just do some swatches for you before I give you kind of like my quick thoughts on it. So let me go across the top. I'm gonna do Extra, which is this white crystal shade, and next we have Upgrade, which has like a pinky tone to it. It's very cool. And then next we have Bottomless, which is this really orangey, peachy color. A lot of fun. And then along the second row here, we have Full Service, which is a really pretty kind of pinky color. And then we have Bigger and Better, which is like a fun kind of gold shade, and I have that on today. I have it over the NARS Hot Sand highlighter. I don't know, I went a little crazy. And then last but not least, we have Total Package, which is a really beautiful sort of warm rosy gold color, which I think would be a great eyeshadow. So those are the 6 shades in this. I like the shades, or what Colourpop was going for with this particular palette, but I don't actually like the highlighters that much. They're very, very glittery. They remind me of the latter Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kits, where they just sort of got more and more glittery, which I'm not a fan of. And it's not out of control. It's not like there's like just glitter kind of falling out all over your face. So anyway, if you like that, if you don't mind a little bit of sparkle, I think this is great. The formula is fine. It's not the best that I've come across. If I were to be incredibly picky, I think maybe it's like a little bit chunky, but I don't think they're horrible. I think they're a lot of fun, and I think if you're maybe not that into highlighting, but every once in a while when you go out, maybe you want to throw some on, because this isn't very expensive and there's like a whole kind of range in there, I think it's a great option. So last but not least, I also picked up some Colourpop single shadows from their summer collection, and then 2 random ones that I wanted to get. So I stuck them in this Makeup Forever medium size palette. So here they are. So I basically got all the new summer colors except for the blues, because I just wouldn't wear those. So the top 5 shades are from the summer collection, and then these 4 are from the summer collection, and then these 2, this green one and this shimmery color, are just shadows from their regular line. So let me go ahead and swatch these for you. So first we have Blowfish. And then next we have Ready or Yacht. And then we have Salt Water. And then next we have Beach Blanket, which is a really beautiful matte warm with an orange undertone. And then the last color I had on my top row is called Board Shorts. And then next I have Rosé All Day. And then we have Sea Stars. And then next we have Little Boat. And then I have Cannonball, which is a matte orange color. A lot of fun. So those are the summer shades that I picked up. And then I picked up two from their regular line. Team Captain is this sort of like matte, kind of like camo color. And then I also picked up Come and Get It, which is like a really pretty shimmery color. So those are the Colourpop pressed single shadows that I purchased. I really love these Colourpop shadows. I think I've said it before. That is my haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share it with all your friends if you'd like. Please comment down below with any of your thoughts, anything that you've purchased lately. And please subscribe. I would love that. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video.